The fear of being seen is blocking every area of your life, including love, abundance, manifestation, and it's putting you inside a mental prison you may not even realize. So this is Jane, and Jane and I are going to break it down. So this is Jane, and this blue circle is Jane's energy field. Inside her energy field is the internal world. This is made up of her thoughts, beliefs, emotions, wounds, and experiences. Whatever is in her internal world is creating her external reality. Fear of being seen is the fear of being yourself, that who you are at your core is not good enough, or that some part of you is not good enough. This isn't just about public perception with social media or getting on stage. This is about showing up in your truth, in your authenticity, in every area of your life. So let's look at the energy field of someone who is afraid to be seen. So this is Jane. And in her energy field, we have all these different emotions and experiences. So she's carrying a lot of sadness. She's carrying shame, anger, guilt. She's also carrying rejection and humiliation imprints from experiences that she's had. She's carrying a lot of wounds and trauma that she hasn't quite healed yet. And she's carrying societal and family expectations. All of these things in Jane's energy field begin to shape and mold her personality. So she begins to hide parts of herself that she thinks that the world will reject. She begins to silence herself, to water down her message, to say less, to speak only when she's invited. Although Jane is wearing a lot of masks and her personality has been shaped by a lot of what's going on in her energy field, she hasn't totally forgotten who she is. She has thoughts, ideas, her story, her magic, her spiritual gifts that she wants to share with the world. So let's look at the invisible cage that this fear is creating. So the first bar here is when Jane has an idea at work, yet she's too afraid to share it. She thinks it won't be good enough or it'll be rejected. This next bar is when Jane is too afraid to post certain things on social media because she's afraid of what her family, her friends, her community might think. This next bar is that when Jane does share some things on social media, she waters down her message or glazes over the things that she actually wants to say because she's afraid of what people from high school are going to think. Next, Jane doesn't start the business, or she's limiting how much she can make because she's just not able to fully put herself out there and claim her gifts, her magic, her superpowers, and share them with the world. She isn't able to speak up in her relationships and has a difficult time voicing what she needs. In her friendships, she often tolerates disrespect because she wants to be the cool girl. She wants to be liked. Sometimes when she gets her hair or her nails done, she doesn't like it, but she's too afraid to speak up. She isn't able to set boundaries. She's not chasing her passions. Every time she thinks about something that she wants to share, she'll say, oh, I can't share that. I feel shame about that. I'm embarrassed about that. I can't share that. That's going to hurt this person's feelings. I don't want to share this because what will they think? Because of this invisible cage, every time Jane thinks of something she wants to do, say, or create, it will be immediately tempered by these fears. I can't post this because, I can't share my story because, I want to start this business, but, and there will always be something that stops Jane from being able to move forward. The step to overcoming this fear and freeing yourself from the cage that you've created is to have awareness of the cage and start to pay attention to when in your life, like Jane, you are saying, I want to do this, but I can't because of this. And when you figure out what these different bars are for you, you can start to trace them back to the different wounds, traumas, and experiences that are in your field. And that is where you focus your healing. As you do that, you'll begin to erase these bars. You're going to begin to express yourself more freely.